Hello everybody and welcome back to Bounty Train, where today we are just going to carry on. I think we've got a couple of quests that we can do to get shares, but I think we'll carry on trying to get a bit more money as well. And maybe try and get this Knoxville license before we actually need it. That might be a good one. At the moment there's not really... Oh yes, that's what we were going to do. We were going to do that cotton to New York because that's a lot of money. That's an awful lot of money for that one. That's so good. Tobacco to Chicago as well, but yeah, that one I'm going to try and do. We've got another 12 days before Alexander needs to not be reaching Portland. So we've got 12 days that we can't go to Portland, but that's fine. So let's go. So, I don't know whether the best way to go is this way or this way. Cheapest way would be this way. Let's go back to Knoxville. Richmond. We'll do that in 5 days. We definitely need to do it with the coal on high though. But if we're getting 5 grand for it, then I don't mind using tons of coal. Because it'll pay for itself. Ah, Frederick's here. Did he level up? Oh, Walter's leveled up. I want Walter to have more intellect. Because then he can unlock another skill. And I would like that skill to be healing. Although actually now we've got a couple of healers, but... Not sure. Yeah, let's do healer for now. Not going to hurt to have a few. Right, so let's get to Richmond next. Gonna have to very slightly lower the coal consumption to make it. Just going to add a little bit to our travel time, but hopefully not too much. But then as soon as we get... No, I don't have alcohol on my train. Once we get there... No. We'll increase the coal consumption. Don't need to worry about anything like that. I just need to get to New York. So we'll go to Philadelphia next, and then to New York. Much too busy. Okay, so we've got 7 days to get from Philadelphia to New York. We should be able to do that. Again, very tight for time. I need to be increasing the horsepower and the coal consumption stuff as well on the train. Yeah. Whatever, filthy lowlifes, I don't care. Just get out of my way. Okay, I think we've done it. Here we are, 11,000! Yay! Could take fur to Wilmington. We'd have to go past that bandit again. Bandito! We could do a little supply run. Go get some jewellery. We could go get that from Boston, which isn't too far away. And it's the other way to where the bandit's sitting. So yeah, let's do that. We don't really want to be messing with bandits and stuff while we've got Alexander on board. That could be a bit of a pain. Keep going. And I need to get 9 units of jewellery. Certain there's jewellery here. Yes. We only need 9 of them. That's 846. Suddenly makes it a little bit less worthwhile doing the run, but then because it's only like 1 stop away, it's not too bad. It was New York, wasn't it? Yes. That would be so embarrassing if I went back to the wrong place because I'd forgotten where it was. So we have completed the St. Louis notary, and he will not receive the shares this time. Great. Cotton went back to New York. And we've also done good money for these bandits now. Done the jewellery. I really want to take the fur to Wilmington. We need that bandito out of the way. The thing is, if I have paid a bandito once, does that mean that I don't have to pay them again? I think it might do. Let's just test it. Let's do a for science, shall we? Oh, we need to get the detective services again. Hang on. Let's go back to the bank. Let's go to the bank. I am such a scaredy cat when it comes to fighting bandits, but still. I don't have my caboose on, so like, yeah, probably shouldn't be fighting any bandits right now. We'll see if we have to pay him again. So I wanted to take the fur to Wilmington. Because that will pay for it, even... yeah. Sanford, you look good. Oh, what am I doing? Stop doing that. Sorry, I'm terrible for that for some reason. Right, let's take the fur to Wilmington. There we go. Okay, so fur to Wilmington, so that's gonna be all the way over here. Probably have to stop in Washington. That'll take me 4 days. And let's see if we go past the bandit. No, I have to pay him every single time I go past him until he disappears. But I know he's there. I've only got fur in my train, it's fine. But yes, for science, that's the way that works. So that's like taking half my profit, if not more, away from this trip to Wilmington. And the thing is, there won't be even any good stuff on the return journey either. Which sucks. But we made it in time, so that's good. But yeah, we're going to need to start getting the bandits off the road, and that's going to mean getting the caboose back at some point. And we can get rid of this little passenger train now. Okay, so I need to wait till opening hours. Sending deliver 13 units of fur, and we've got that back. Well, actually, there's some things that I can do. I could take cotton to Atlanta. That's not too bad. I might have to pay for a padlock to get taken off, but it will mean that that's gone forever then, which is good. So cotton to Atlanta would mean taking this padlock away. And it's just 2 stops then. How long have we got to do it? 6 days, so I can do it without stopping if I just do use that much coal. I hate stopping. I really hate just randomly stopping in a place for no apparent reason. They are 11 units of cotton to Atlanta. Could take oil to Jacksonville if we had a better reputation, but we do not. We can take tobacco to Chicago. That's miles away for a very, very small amount of money. We could do a supply run for tools. I might go and see if we can do the supply run for tools, because it's definitely worth, as I say, I want more reputation in these cities, these closer cities. Right, so it was tools, wasn't it? There are some in Knoxville, and they're not too expensive. Okay, we can do that then. We can go to Knoxville, which is the next one over, and get some tools. I'd be happy enough with that. How long have we got to do it? 16 days. Should be able to do that. And it's only 8 units as well. See, I know it will be a lot more exciting when I'm doing some more fighting, but I know that at the moment I don't have the caboose, I don't have the armoured carriages, all that sort of thing that I really want before I start doing that sort of thing. So let's go get some tools, shall we? I don't know how many was it? We wanted 8. I'm doing this for reputation at this point. I want reputation. And while we're down this way, we could try and get some steel and take it to Montgomery as well. Tobacco to Chicago, cotton. Maybe I should do something like that to, I don't know, get back in the right way. Oh, we now have enough to take the oil to Jacksonville. Yes, please. The money is coming in thick and fast now. Jacksonville is not too far away. I need to do it in 11 days. I think I will need to stop. No, I can do it in 9 days with a half load of coal. Yeah, fine. Oh, I've lost speed. No, this is not good. A little cargo carriage that I really probably don't need to be dragging around, honestly, but there'll be an auction for a cotton plantation. Oh, it produces cotton for me. Yeah, I definitely need to start buying businesses soon as well. It's going to be important. Wait till opening. Only just made that one. Now up to 18,000. I can take tobacco to Louisville, which would get us back towards the steel making part of town. How long have we got to do that? 11 days. I could do that in 11 days, I reckon. Jacksonville to Louisville. That will take 10 days even with that rubbish coal consumption. I just went to Montgomery with good coal consumption. I'll do that in 3 days. I need to upgrade this train as well. Although I now actually have enough money for, like, probably the really, really good train that I saw somewhere. I can't remember where. I will go and find it though. Don't you worry about that. The idea is I want to go somewhere where there's steel. And it's this half of the map that usually has steel, so worth it. Get to Knoxville. And then go to Louisville. And then we should have probably about 20 grand in the bank, which is fantastic. Once I have enough for all my train and everything, I'll start investing. I didn't mean to do that. No. No. Oh, thank goodness that didn't mess things up. I thought I was already there, but I wasn't. I need to pay for the detective as well, so I'll go across to St. Louis as well. Okay, so I won't bother about tobacco to Memphis or anything like that. I want to go get that cool train. I've got to find it though. Okay, let's just go to St. Louis first. I need a new cargo carriage as well. I need to get the long cargo carriage. I need to probably get an armoured one as well. I need to be looking for the specific things I need in each depot I visit. Like, that's got a good train, but that's the same train I already have. It's got 3 different trains. It's got a big caboose, hospital carriage. That might be useful. from going around fighting outlaws. The long cargo carriage. Now, I've got 2 cargo carriages here that are absolutely rubbish. But I could sell them, and I could get the long one instead. So that wasn't too much money, actually. It was about 1,000 there. So now, that hopefully reduced the weight a little bit. Actually, I'll have a look at that. I'll be able to see. Because all the stuff I sell still can be bought back. Well, light armoured carriage. Should have bought an armoured one. Where's the things I sold? There. So that was a weight of 11 tons. And that was a weight of 15 tons. So total was 26 tons. And this one weighs 20 tons. So we're losing 6 tons of weight by doing that. And I should be able to upgrade this to have a few more cargo slots. So we can get it up to 18. Whereas that was 14 plus 5. That was 19. So I managed to do a run just because I had that. But I think it's better to have this now. And I can save up another 1,000 quite easily. So we need to go and pay Mr. Pinkerton. Or did we already do that? No, we didn't. Let's pay him, shall we? And then we're going to need to take some more cargo things. 1,000 to Mr. Pinkerton. Eventually I'll just pay for it like 3 months at a time or something, just so I'm not constantly having to go around finding banks. But at the moment I've got things I need to buy. So, let's have a look and see if there's any good contracts. We could take some oil to Richmond. Or tobacco to Atlanta. Or we could try and do the steel. Let's see where the nearest steel is. Indianapolis, or we're going back to like Chicago. There's nothing about Richmond there. Richmond might have it. So if we go back towards Richmond, we can pick up some steel. We've got a massive train now. And I think that that would be a really good direction to go in. How long have we got? 33 days? Good grief. Nah, I can't do it in a one, no matter what way we go. It's worth a try. Knoxville. Make Knoxville in 5 days. And then go Knoxville to Richmond. I'm getting very close to taking all these padlocks off now. Yeah, fine. Have my money. I'd be interested to see actually what my faction reputations are like now. Positive with everyone pretty much. Natives, good. Get on their good side to avoid being their opportunity for quick wealth. So the more I pay them off, the less likely they are to attack me in the first place. So that's actually kind of a good idea. But if you constantly fight them, you're going to have a really bad reputation with them. One of those things, I guess. I find I'm making enough money that I don't really need to fight the bandits. But if you don't have enough money, that's when you need to fight them. Right, so let's give the oil over. You take oil first at Jacksonville. I could take that alongside the steel. How much steel do I need? So I took some over and I can't remember how much. But I know because I'll be able to see in my assets. So how much steel do I have sitting in Montgomery? 8. And how much do I need? Steel tension. I need 24. So that's another 16. Can I carry 16 steel? If I get rid of the passenger carriage, maybe. Oh, Richmond doesn't have any steel. Does Washington? No. Wow, I would have expected more around here. New York has some. Okay, we're going to New York to get steel. And we're going to take it halfway across the country, and it's going to wreck my train. But it'll be worth it. A mortar carriage. Oh, I got all these mortar people. Were around. 2 people needed to operate the mortar. Grief. So you really can build the train up to be quite deadly. And the more horsepower you've got, the more you're going to be able to pull, so you can have all these extra cool carriages and things. So anyway, we're in New York. And what we want to do in New York is to buy all the steel we can. Well, actually 16 steel. That's 40 tons worth. Right, let's go and see if we lose the passenger train, how much we've got left. Oh, we can just do it. Just. Great, so let's get this steel all the way to Montgomery. Over here. It'll take 9 tons of coal to do it, so if we can get to Washington first. $38 for... I don't know if I even actually need these magazine subscriptions, because all I'm doing is taking the nice lucrative contracts that my reputation allows me to take. From Washington, I wonder if we can make it to Knoxville. No, so we'll have to stop in Richmond. Well, maybe not. If we push the coal consumption right down, we can make it all the way to Knoxville. I have nothing in my train, okay? Go away. What's going on here? Cotton prices. Not today, soldier. Oh, I need to go back up north to the bank now. Ugh. Richmond, Wilmington, and Charleston. Oh dear. That's because I didn't pay the detective. Okay, let's get to Montgomery. Oh no, you know where we're going to go first? We're going to go to St. Louis. And we're going to go to the bank, okay? It's a pain in the butt, but you've got to do it sometimes. Trying to get a good reputation in all the cities, but it's really hard to balance that. Okay, let's go and pay the detective. Bank. Pay. Done. So we can go back to Charleston now. Not Charleston, it was Montgomery we were going to, wasn't it? Go back to Montgomery now. With all our steel. A massive load of steel. But yeah, those smugglers wouldn't be able to get me if I had like a mortar and like armoured carriages and really, really good shooters and a farm in Washington in 4 days. I will be nowhere near it. And that really sucks. I'm going to have to start paying for this several months at a time. Wheel malfunction on the carriage. Eek. But we got the steel there. which means that we're going to be ahead for the first time in ages of Mr. What's-His-Face. Although he's messed up my reputation, which is annoying. Okay, let's get back here. What can you do? You're level 16, that's pretty cool. But you're like got 11 levels of firefighting. Maybe when I have a bigger amount of people defending my train, possibly. So we just need to talk to Michael Reed now. Can we speak to him? There we are. You did it, now I can get my shares back. Please let the bank know and take my shares. Thank you, brother. So we are now... Oh, right. Let the bank know. Is there a bank here? No, I don't think so. Oh, right. We've got to go back to New York and get the shares. Okay, well, that's really fine. Fine. We need to pay for the detective anyway. And then we're going to look at Samuel Reed. We need to go to Detroit for that. So let's go to New York first, and then we'll go to Detroit. And we'll try and make some money on the way. So actually, let's see. I'd forgotten to check if there's actually any good things in the City Hall, which there might be. I'll take some tobacco with us to Knoxville. We're going through there anyway. Steal to Washington would have been so good, but we don't have enough reputation here to do that. Never mind. Don't mind taking a little consignment of tobacco though, through to Knoxville. We'll do that a little bit faster, I would say. We need to get back to a bank, preferably New York, by the time the detective runs out. I don't think we'll do it though. I worry about these gaps in the detective's time, so I'm actually probably going to... Oh no, I'd forgotten to check. We might have something that we can do on the way. Contract or something. No, we can't. Taking passengers and stuff, I mean, getting the alcohol here would be really good. But I've got other things I need to do, so we'll do that another time. So Richmond will be next. We can make it there. We've got a bit of brokenness to the train at the moment, which never makes me too happy. Now I'll look when I go through Washington, because I think that might be where that cool train was. Okay. The one that gets us everywhere really quickly and has awesome hit points and everything like that. Pretty sure that was in Washington, so we will stop by there just in case that's where it is. Oh, there's the auction there. I'm a law-abiding citizen, thank you. Can I've got a good reputation in Washington, I might be able to do the auction. Start the auction for the food farm. Okay, so my bid... What happens? Start. Okay, I have no idea what that is about. I think that's a little mini game that I need to get a bit better at. Oops. Okay, Walter, recently a young shareholder resoundingly lost a car game to Cornelius. Now he has to give up his shares to cover the debt. We couldn't convince him to sell them to us, as Tilberdnar set contingencies and discredited anyone who may propose a sellout. But we decided to take a chance and write to his father, who put a lot of effort and passion into the company during its founding days. Unlike the sons, our gamble paid off. The father didn't know of his son's debt and was enraged by the decision. He forced his son to transfer the shares to him and is eager to sell out to anyone but Cornelius as long as the buyer pays enough to settle his son's debt. If the debt is not covered in time, the shares will be lost to Cornelius, according to a contract signed by the young gambler. Well, I have a lot of money. I can do that straight away. Thank Thank you. And we'll sort out Mr Pinkerton at the same time. That means we can't really get a better train at the moment. That really cool train that I think I wanted to get. It's not even here anyway, actually. I've forgotten where it is. Which is no good. It might be in New York or something like that. But... I think that gave us more shares, did it not? Oh no, it didn't. So what was that about then? What did I pay Mr Tilberdnar for? I need to go to New York and get the shares from New York. We're 89 days to get to Wilmington. Okay, we can do that easily, I think. So let's just go to New York, get the shares, and then go back to Wilmington. Yeah, we're under a lot of time pressure at the moment. Oh no! Did I not hand in the tobacco in Knoxville? Darn it! That's so stupid of me. Too much to worry about, unfortunately, but the shares are more important. Like, failing a mission, that can be sorted out. Okay, on behalf of my brother, I need to retrieve his shares in the National Pacific Railroad Company. Sure, Michael Reed's debt amounts to 7,520. What? He said his loan was only 3,000. This borders on robbery, but I have no choice. I'm going to say... According to the signed agreement, his debt has been raised due to failed payments. Fine. Get my shares now, do I? Thank you. Well, there was me, like, thinking, oh, great, I've got loads of money, but now, no. And I'm going to lose money for this. There's no way I can get back to Knoxville in that time. I'm going to lose 1,200 and Montgomery and Knoxville attitude. All that was I forgot to hand it in. That's so bad. No. Anyway, I think that is the end of the episode for today. We have done really well getting money, and then I kind of mucked it up a little bit towards the end. But I think we'll be okay. We can take some nice lucrative trade deals. I'm going to try and get up to Wilmington as soon as I can, and get the shares from there if I can. And then we're going to have to try and find Samuel Reed as well, which will give us some more shares. So, you know, we're doing all right. Just we're beating Tilberdnar now, so that's really, really good, because he was ahead of us for a little while and that was quite worrying. But anyway, that's the end for the day, and I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.